Hi, I'm very fond of this one particular person called Kabir. He was just a simple weaver, uneducated, bare bodied, illiterate, didn't know the 3 R's, didn't go to school, didn't go to college. And there's a whole department about him in the Banaras Hindu University in Varanasi. And some of the things he said are tremendously profound. One such quote I just struck upon, and it matched with what is happening in my life currently, and I thought it's worth sharing with you, is that everything happens in its own season. It can't happen before. I've spent 3 decades in the field of education, and before that, there's enough one has done. And I can say this with absolute 110% conviction: nothing happens before its time. And when it has to happen, it will happen in its own time. Like flowers. I'm very fond of walking in nature, particularly early in the morning, and I see these plants around me. And much as you like to see flowers, I'm very fond of roses, the red ones. They come about 3-4 times of the year. So you can keep looking at the leaves and the roots of the pot to say, where are the roses? They don't come when you want them. They come when they have to come. And when they come, there's absolute bloom. The whole plant, the whole rose bush is filled with roses, as if nature has just let go. Nature has just gone out of bounds, beyond any calculation or mathematics. I'm sharing all this with you based on this quote of Kabir, which I want to share with you. It's in Hindi, and I'll translate also. And it says, "Dheere dheere re man, dheere sab kuch hoye, mali सींचे 100 गमला, ऋतु आवे फल होए." Slowly, slowly, O mind. Slowly is how it happens. The gardener can nurture 100 pots, but the flowers will come only when the season comes. I'm saying this to you with 3 suggestions. In my life, the best things that have happened were those that happened when I was in a relaxed state of mind, not me. Every human being who was born, who lives, and who will be born hereafter, it will apply to everyone. 2, Rome was not built in a day. Nothing worthwhile in man's history has happened in haste. And 3, all things worthwhile in life, sleeping, resting, working, eating, cooking, walking, being with friends, leisure, lazing around, playing, everything is worthwhile only when you're involved in it without any haste or distraction. So one of the few things that I remember a lot of my masters, my guides, my coaches teaching me is to slow down. This is a long message, please, if you, I hope you like it, because it's related to everything I've seen. I'm not saying this to you from the books. So in the school I studied, it was a boarding school, in the campus, at that time, vehicles were allowed inside. And we had a new headmaster. I love him, Mr. Gulab Ramchandani. He tried everything. The guards couldn't stop it because they could be stopped at the gate. But then they used to rush and speed up. And we boys used to be walking inside the campus. So he tried everything, and then he put a board in a particular curve. It was a huge campus. And it said, "Please slow down." Okay? So if the driver sees it, maybe he slows down. And then it was a very intelligent thing to do. At the next curve, he put up another board. It said, "Have you slowed down?" ? 100 out of 100 people who were overspeeding slowed down at the second board. "Have you slowed down?" ? That's my gift to you today. Every time you're walking fast, every time you're talking fast, every time you're eating fast, every time you're doing whatever fast, breathing fast, not worth it. Doesn't serve any purpose. Ask yourself, have you slowed down? Question mark. And life will become, guaranteed, more worthwhile. Slow down. That's my message to you today. Good luck.